All right, boys, welcome back to this absolute shit show. We're going to go Clark, Caswell, Lindholm, and Primo on the first line. When Eklund's back, he'll go on the second line with Benson and the kid. Oh, he's back right now. Yeah, we're just going to try that. I didn't think this team would be that bad, but man, the way we're playing right now. Let's put Philip Ekberg in on the second line. Yeah, let's just leave everything like that now. And let's just keep pushing ahead. Tristan Jarry's in net. He just got us our very first win. Ekberg's fully healed now. Okay, home versus Chicago. We'll give it like 10 more games before we like maybe fire a coach and start selling. We win 3-1 against Chicago, like a 13 or 14 game losing streak. Absolute insanity what we went through last episode, man. Home versus New York, like, thank God Philadelphia didn't accept it, you know? Like, we might have one of the top 5 picks. As we win 6-5 against the Islanders. Home versus Colorado. As our AHL guy Dimitri's back and we lose 5-1. Well, we saw a lot of scores like that last time. At Tampa Bay now, Tuukka Filppula's back. Lose 3-1 again. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know. Like, I've done NHL franchises before in this game. And I built dynasties. I did it last year in NHL 23 on my own time. I built dynasties. What the fuck is happening in this franchise? You know, I just don't get it. This team is making legitimately zero sense to me. Let's take out Mangiapane and let's put in Trocheck full time, because I'm sick of seeing it. Mangiapane out, Trocheck in, goalies, let's put in Myers again. Like, I just feel like it seems like every time I make a decision, it just happens. It's like the wrong one. And I don't get how that's possible. At Carolina now, 4th and a 7th for those guys. Hell no. And we lose 5. Let's take a look at what we just lost 5-2 to. I'm curious. What did we just lose 5-2 to? It's gonna be a game. Who just beat us? Carolina. Okay, they're actually a well-built squad. They're actually pretty well-built. They got no defense, though. No defense. I mean, like, are X Factors that, like, did I fuck up going after Eklund because he doesn't have X Factors? Like, I just don't get it. I mean, Clark Caswell's sucking dog water. Let's go Ekberg, Primo, Benson, Caswell, Marchenko. You know what? I'm going to fire the coach. 887 for Myers. Unbelievable. Yeah. We're going to have to fire the coach right now. It's the only shot at righting our ship. We're like 15 points out. There's like no shot we make the playoffs. As of now, with this head coach and Meach, you're doing dog shit. Fire Reginald Meach. We're going to promote Watkins to the interim NHL head coach. We'll see how his stats look like chemistry-wise. It's probably going to be absolute horse shit with what we got, but we're going to try it. Yeah, everyone's even. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Defensively, let's go back to Chabot Anderson. We're going to act like we're just resetting now. We're just resetting the squad. We're resetting the season. Okay, we're going to move Benson up to line 1, Lindholm to line 2 to get some sort of chemistry there. And then third line wise, Parazogin's an actual even player. We're going to move Roslovic down to the third line for Vincent Trocheck. No, not Vincent Trocheck, for Kevin Hayes. There we go. Honzak, how's Marchenko done? Marchenko is a -11. Okay. We're going to move Parazogin up then. We're going to move Marchenko down. We'll see how we do now. We fire the head coach. Time to get going. At New Jersey, they're a 500 team right now. We get shut out 4-0. Okay. At Columbus, 5th and a 6th. At Columbus, we lose 4-3. Home versus Montreal now. Let's see if we can win a fucking hockey game. We shut out Montreal 4-0. Okay. I don't know how we do that. Home versus Edmonton. They're having a great season. We lose 4-2. Oh my God. Oh, is this like year 6 now? No, this is year 7. Yeah. So year 7's a wash. Yep. Year 7's an absolute wash. I should be fired. This team on paper is not this bad, which is the weirdest fucking part about it. Is really, this team is not dog water. But this team, like nothing is working on this squad. Let's try Marchenko on the first line, Primeau on the second line with Lindholm and Caswell. Defensively, I don't even know. Goalies, go back to Kyler Myers. Like, I know at the deadline, though, we're selling and we're selling hard. We are selling extremely hard. At Edmonton, we lose 4-3. I mean, we might not even have to sell hard. Like, this is easily the second best team I fielded on paper. The only team better I fielded on paper, I feel like, was the team I had last year. And that team got bounced in round 1. Okay, we beat Seattle 3-1. There you go. Versus Nashville now. We lose 2-1 to them. So Kyler Myers actually steps up, and then we lose 2-1. That's great. We win 3-2 against Dallas. Home versus New Jersey. They're falling off more and more every day. Jesse Puglio-Harvey. I mean, we might as well. Rasmus Anderson, we lose 5-2. Holy fuck me. I mean, it's also goaltending. Like, no one is playing well at all. Like, we look at the goalies. Kyler Myers is saving 900. And that's up. It was like 8-8 before. Like, it doesn't make sense. So, yeah, at the deadline, Ekberg, we'll probably keep him around. I mean, I don't even know. Marchenko probably gone. Lindholm's gone. For sure, Elias Lindholm is gone. Like, it's like just our top 6 is just not doing well at all. Our top 6 is not putting it together. And this team, like, we assembled it to have a top 6 that I trusted in. We lose in a shootout to Winnipeg 3-2. Sean Couturier for a second. Hell no. Like, see, the game things we're still buyers because on paper, our team is good. We lose 7-1 to Ottawa. Like, every game is a blowout loss. We're not even competitive. At Anaheim now, we lose 5-2. We got a lot of players to trade away for draft picks. I can say that, man. What is our draft? Is the draft class looking good at least? View draft class. How good of a draft are we looking? We got to scout this guy. Out of where? The QMJHL. Yeah, there's a couple snipers here. Like, we're going to be trying to really load up. If we can get this grinder or like a big boy along with a sniper, a new defenseman. Like, I know I'm looking like 3 straight top 5 guys in a row. But we are in need of 3 straight top 5 guys in a row. Let's switch the goalies up. And, we're going to be trying to get a lot of picks. We're going to go after the fringe playoff teams that think they're buyers. And we're going to try and load up on their picks with whatever we can. Like, Kyler Myers at 20. I think he's young enough to keep around. There's a couple guys that are young enough where I'm like, okay, we can keep around. Like Lee Primeau, I want to keep around. But some of these other guys. At Vancouver, there's a 3-1 loss. Home versus New York. Thomas Chabot's out till February 8th. We win 2-1 over New York. There we go. Home versus Detroit. Like, I thought Ekberg, I thought getting him more reps would be a big difference maker and we would really be able to be like a big piece of his development. But right now, he hasn't developed for shit. Like, what has he done for us? Like, he has been a shitty addition. He hasn't done fuck all for us. Like, Philip Ekberg. What is going? I don't get it. How's the second line doing? I mean, man, minus 30, minus 25, minus 10. Let's try and just get gritty in the top 6. So let's let's move Marchenko out. Let's move him down. Samuel Honzek is going on the first line. And then let's move Caswell down to the third line. Like, I don't want to move Caswell down, but minus 25, I can't justify that. Actually, no, we'll move Lee Primeau down over Clark Caswell. We'll try this lineup now. We're trying to get some grit on these lines. Jack Rathbone, no. Home versus Detroit, we lose 5-2. 10, 28, and 6. Wow, did not see this coming for this team. Nolan Archer's back, good. At Philly, we win 3-2 in OT. I mean, Tristan Jerry's hit 909. And he's been, like, if we had Tristan Jerry starting, shit, we should just run with Tristan Jerry. And we might end up just running with Tristan Jerry. Philip Ekberg's fully healed. He was playing through a minor injury. We win 4-1 there. Tuukka Filppula's hurt. Don't care. At Buffalo now. Like, we got to, like, literally win out to make the playoffs. Like, we're not making the playoffs. We lose 4-3 right there. At Montreal, Marchenko's out till February 5th. Okay. 3rd and a 5th for a 4th and a 5th. And Filppula, no, we're just going to decline that. At Montreal, we lose 3-2 against Montreal. Jesus Christ. Third and no, we're not doing that deal. What kind of deal is that, Toronto? I think when Chabot's back, we're probably going to sell him off, honestly. I don't even want to risk him getting hurt at this bye week. Like, there's nothing to look at. This team's god-awful. Like, there's no point at looking at any stat. Edit lines them manually. If Thomas Chabot's back, he's gone. If Marchenko's back, I might just sell off Marchenko to... Oh, this is talking about AHL people, okay. Like, I know we just signed Marchenko, but, like, there's no point to keep him around on this team. Like, this team needs the hardest reset you can imagine. I think just... We're like the Buffalo Bills in real life now. Like, the constant failures in the playoffs with having a stacks team. It's gotten to us. It has finally... Okay, bro. How many times am I going to hit edit lines? It's going to bring me to the fucking... Oh, it's this time it's the NHL, okay? Like, okay, Chabot and Marchenko are back. Let's go find them homes. This is why we only gave Chabot like a 2-year deal, man. Decline. So here we are. February, remember this date, boys. February 10th, 2030. The game has labeled us from buyers to conservative sellers. Yeah, like, we're selling. Come on. Where's Thomas Chabot? You're number one. Number one, Thomas Chabot. Who wants him? Boston. Dallas does, but they're like a clear playoff team. There's like someone more iffy on the fringes. New Jersey, if you want to give up a first. If you want to give up a first. Oh, yeah, this is going to go through. We might be able to get 2 first. No, we're not going to be able to get 2 first, but we're going to be able to get some picks from New Jersey. A first, a third this year, and a third next year. For Thomas Chabot. The salary's not going to work. We'll take someone back just to make the salary work for you. Because defensemen, do they need... Yeah, he'll go on their first pairing for them. It'll work out just nicely for them. That, and they're also going to lose a shitty Connor Garland contract. There you go. Will it go through? Trade accepted. So Thomas Chabot gone for a first-round pick. Now we have ours and New Jersey's. Next pick to acquire. Defenseman Adam Bockfist. He didn't even want to re-sign here anyway. Let's find a team that wants Adam Bockfist. Pittsburgh, San Jose. I mean, they can't be sellers. Does St. Louis want him for a pick? I mean, 2 seconds for Bockfist. 1 second for... I feel like I could get a first from like a good team. Where's a true buyer? I know there's got to be another true buyer in here that can actually afford them. Columbus is a buyer. Are they going to trade it? No. Okay, Dallas is a buyer. We're going to get a first for Adam Bockfist. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Let's just throw in a little more meat. And then we will have Dallas's first round pick as well. Like I said, so many people are available right now. Andrew Mangiapane, gone. We'll throw him in too. Mangiapane and Bockfist for a first, and I think I could get a little more now. Come on, Mangiapane. It's a good contract for Mangiapane game, you can't lie. Will give us a third next year too. Will that go through? Trade rejected, too far off. Okay, it's on the verge of going through. Let's try a 5th and a 7th next year. Will that go through? Nope. Okay, take out the 7th just for the 5th. Okay, we'll just do it just for the 1st. What? Okay, we're going to have to give up a 7th. It's a 7th. Who cares? It's for a 1st. There we go. Bockfist, Mangiapane, and a 7th for Dallas's first round pick. We need to call someone up. We need to call up a defenseman, Jacob Zaboral. Welcome to the squad. Oh, let's just throw him in. Next player on the move. It's got to be Elias Lindholm. Lindholm's gone. Our captain, it's time for the captain to say goodbye. He's had a really nice stint here, but he's starting to decline. And this team, we try to get him a ring. That was the goal, really, to get a ring with Elias Lindholm and Rasmus Andersson. And we failed him. I hate to say it, but we genuinely did fail him. So here we go. 3 first-round picks now. We're just going to keep on selling. We are selling hard. Rasmus Andersson, send him off to Detroit. They need a defenseman, right? Oh, they don't need a defenseman that bad. Is there someone else who really needs a defenseman? Because Pittsburgh's selling, but they want to get a defenseman like Rasmus Andersson. If you gave up your first, Pittsburgh, and a 2nd next year, I'll do that for Rasmus Andersson. Trade rejected. Okay, let's try a 1st and a 3rd next year for Rasmus Andersson. Will that go through? Trade rejected. I know I can get more than a 1st. That should... Okay. Let's go first, fifth, and a fifth from Pittsburgh for Rasmus Andersson. Does that go through? No. Okay, let's just go first for Rasmus Andersson. Will that go through? That will go through. Can I get a 6 at least? Like, give me a depth pick. No. Oh, I will be able to get a 7th, though, I think. Okay, a 1st and a 7th for Rasmus Andersson. That does go through. Bang. On behalf of Pittsburgh, they accept the trade offer. So, we're getting real weak real quick, but it's what we got to do at NHL lines. Next player to leave, I guess Romanov. Yeah, and we're just selling everyone off now, boys. Like, and Pesci's gonna go. This whole decor is gonna go. Everyone on this decor is not gonna be here. Okay, we're gonna have like 3 years to try and turn this thing around and do a quick rebuild, and this is gonna be our best chance at just saying fuck it, fuck this team. We don't have it, which clearly we didn't have it. We're a bad squad. So next, all skaters, Elias Lindholm. Time for you to go, my man. Time for you to go. Tampa's selling. Who wants him? Washington wants Elias Lindholm. Picks. You give us a 1st. You get Elias Lindholm. You'd be over 45 skaters. Okay, we'll take someone back. We'll just take some expensive old guy. Come on, I know you got to have that on this team. You got to have it on this team. Yeah, there we go. Rasmus Ristolainen. There you go. Lindholm for 1st and Rasmus Ristolainen. Trade rejected. Okay. Let's see if there's a team that wants to give up their 1st and wants Lindholm. I mean, Boston's 1st are worth like nothing. So let's actually go get 2 first for Elias Lindholm and Marchenko. And then we're going to take back a ton of cap. Marchenko, throw him in there as well. Now let's eat up cap space coming back so they can have an OP forward core. So yeah, we would take Hampus Lindholm off your hands. And then they'd want to give up Philip Zetterlund, but I don't want him. We'll also take this Loof guy. We'll also retain cap on Elias Lindholm. We'll retain 50% because it's only 1 year, so it doesn't really matter. Like, we have so much cap space that this really does nothing for us. We don't care about retaining cap. There we go. Marchenko for 2 firsts, Lindholm and Loof. Will it go through? Trade. Hey, this is what this is, a 2 first deal. Buffalo would be over the league cap. Okay, let's take someone back then. And Mackenzie, do we bring back Mackenzie Weegar? I'd rather not, but honestly, we'll bring back Mackenzie Weegar. And how are you still over the cap? I take back 6.2 Mackenzie Weegar and you still can't afford it? That's crazy. Let's also take back Jacob Pelletier. We're taking back some old players in this deal. 2 first, Weegar, Pelletier for Lindholm and Marchenko. Will it go through? Trade accepted by Buffalo. And then forward Jacob Pelletier back on the squad. That's funny how that works out. But we do get 2 firsts from Buffalo, which is the biggest deal. We're just hardcore selling. Next guy that's got to go, Jack Roslovic's got to go. Got to get rid of him. Let's throw in Pelletier. Defensively, yeah, that's fine. And Romanov and Pesci. We still got quite a few moves to do, boys. Like, we are selling. Hey, we're now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first-round picks. I'd still like to go after Boston's first, which I think we'll definitely be able to do. We just have to do 1 year people. Romanov to Boston, this would work for sure. Yeah, and they need defense too. So yeah, let's do a first for Romanov to Boston. They'll be over the league cap. We'll retain money on Romanov just to make it go through nice and clean. There you go. Will that go through for that first? Oh, too far off. Okay. So, because of that, we'll be willing to throw in Jack Roslovic. If you throw in a first next year. Oh, but Roslovic's long. Oh, no, he's just this year. Good. Okay, then let's also throw in Elias Lindholm, or Hampus Lindholm, my bad. There we go. And then we will also throw in, because we need to throw in another thing now, we throw in Brett Pesci and retain cap on Brett Pesci. And that would be our 350 percenters. And then also we will be getting 2 firsts, and it works out perfectly. There we go. So Romanov, Roslovic, and Pesci for 2 firsts from Boston. Oh, it doesn't go through. Wow, okay. So let's take out the second first and let's just load up with secondary picks. So Boston gives us a 2nd this year and a 3rd next year instead. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Okay, then I'd rather just try and make it work with Romanov for that first and just go get a first from someone else. I'll throw in a 5th from Washington. Romanov and a 5th for the first. There we go. Next trade is we have 6 first-round picks. Skaters matching the block. Next guy, Jack Roslovic. Chicago is buying for whatever reason, and honestly, if they want to give up that first, oh, okay, they do not want to give up their first. Okay. Dallas, we already got your first. I think we already got Detroit's first. Do we just go snag Edmonton's first now? Yeah, let's just snag Edmonton's first and go get a 3rd next year for Jack Roslovic. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Okay. I know this will go through for their first. I just want to see what other picks I can get for next year. Maybe a 4th and a 5th. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Too far off. What about just the 4th? Isn't sufficient at all. So 5 and 7. That should go through. 5, 7. There we go. Nope. Okay, just the 5. Okay, wow. Okay, just the 6 then. Just the 6. If they make me just get a 7th, that's going to be a little annoying. But give me the 6 at least. God damn it. Okay, we'll take a 7th next year. That's fine. At least we're getting a 1st for Jack Roslovic. Will it go through? Okay. We're just going to have to do the 1st straight up. I thought I was going to be able to get something else. I guess not. In the system, let's call up Fortier. Let's call up Suzuki. NHL team. Edit the lines. Like, watch. Maybe our team will play even better now that we've completely torn it apart. But, man. It's sad. I really wanted this team to work. Myers, we could see what we can get for Kyler Myers, but I don't think it's worth it to trade him, honestly. Kevin Hayes, Trocheck. Yeah, the rest of these guys will just trade finder real quick. We've pretty much moved anyone that will actually have value. Fine trade. Okay. First man, Brett Pesci. What can we get for you? 4th and a 5th from Philly, deal. Myers going to get a shot. We're also going to probably end up calling up Dimitrov in a second. Yeah, I'm just going to go best lines. I haven't been, but like at this point, we might as well. Let's see who else can be moved. Defenseman, Mikkola. Get off the team. What can we get from Mikkola? A 3rd in the future from Chicago. I will take that deal. For Mikkola, I can't believe Mikkola just got me a 3rd. Especially after Pesci only got me a 4th and a 5th. Hey, Dimitrov, welcome to the NHL, buddy. Best NHL lines again. And then finally, forwards. Man, do I move off Zach Benson? What do we do with him? No, he did so good last year. No, I think he needs a little more time. He'll probably ask for less money too, which is nice. Okay, next guy, Max Domi. Then we got Kevin Hayes and Vincent Trocheck, and then we're done. 3rd and a 4th from New York. We'll take that. And now let's do the very last trade of our fire sale. Forwards, Vincent Trocheck, and then that will completely demolish this Calgary Flames squad. We're going to take a 3rd and a 5th from Dallas. Accept the trade there. Go to roster moves. Let's just call up some depth now in the system. Honestly, I don't even want to call these guys up. I'll just sign a couple guys in free agency. Just go best lines for now. So, draft picks wise, we are loaded. 2030, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 first round picks here in 2030. Then we have also a 2nd, a 3rd, a 4th, a 6th, and a 7th. Then next year we have 2 firsts, a 2nd, 4, 5, 6 thirds next year, 4 fourths, 3 fifths, a 6th, and a 7th. So we're trying to do a quick turnaround rebuild, and we have loaded up with draft picks. We're going to be moving around the draft board. We're going to be acquiring players. We have just basically gone after every asset possible on the market, selling off our team. We still have a core of Benson, Caswell, Ekberg, Honzak, and Primu on the forward core. So a nice little set of 5 guys that will be dispersed throughout. Oh, I forgot to trade Kevin Hayes. Kevin Hayes, you can go. Oh, no one even wants you. Okay. And even Parazogan, so that's a nice little set. Defensively, really, we don't have anyone on defense, young player-wise. Like, our whole D-core was veterans, and we just sold off every single one. Because there were not a single one I really felt like I could go into the future with. So, yeah. I mean, defense was supposed to be our strength, and that was honestly probably our weakest point. So we go into the edit line screen. I mean, whatever the lines the game says to go with, we're probably just going to rock with. Or it's not going to be many changes. We'll just rock with this. I mean, it's pretty much playing. Actually, we'll move Parazogan up. Kevin Hayes can go play center. There we go. So if you're young, you're in the top 6. Defensively, Myers, we're going to move to the first pair. And Gustav's Dimitrov, we're going to move to the first pair. So the young kids, they're going to get their shot. And then we, of course, got some of these other guys here. Who is LaFlame? Are you good? No, you got no potential. Okay, sounds good. Goalies, we're still going to be rocking Kyler Myers. But now it's just about getting to the end of the year and seeing if any of these, like, 10 first-round picks end up being lottery picks as well with ours. Because now that's what it turns into. Now it's about trying Itulu Strainin. No. Now it's about just trying to get to the end. And then MCL sprain for Dimitrov in his very first game. That's a way to have your first game. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't expect to be winning many games now. We better have a top fucking pick. As Jacob Zaboral is now out with a mild concussion. Defenseman, we got Friesen and Filppula left. A low elite. You're 23 though. You gotta play Friesen. Come on up to the NHL. Best NHL lines versus Vegas. We win 5-2 over Vegas. I don't know how that's possible. Home versus Tampa Bay. We lose 4-3. Jesus Christ. I mean, now I'm fine with losing, but man, it's tough. Because this is not, I did not expect to be in a position where I'm like, we gotta sell this hard, this late into the franchise mode to try and turn shit around. Like, I didn't think we'd be in this position. But we are basically having, not to completely start from scratch, but we're basically refreshing completely this season. At Seattle, we win 3-0 against Seattle. I mean, we're better with the young players for some reason already. Home versus Florida. Brandon Myers now hurt. Okay, we're going to go sign some defensemen as we call up our last kid. Oh, Zaboral's in? Okay, so then just best NHL lines. Jacob Zaboral's healthy. Versus Florida, there's a 5-2 win. Jacob Zaboral's fully healed. I think, yeah, it would have just put Myers back in because I did best lines. At New York, we win 3-1. First time all year we're on a 3-game winning streak, and it's after we trade away half the team. At Toronto, and we lose 5-0. That's about more what I was expecting out of this squad. But there's some guys like Philip Ekberg. Myers' save percentage is just going up now, so he's clearly trying to play out of his fucking mind to I don't know, get a better contract. I don't know what he's expecting over here. We're not making the playoffs. We win 3-1. Tristan Jarry has been the guy who's really been balling out. Braden Myers fully healed. Okay. At Washington, Cal Klang is hurt. Win 3-2 there. At Nashville now, I mean, we're going to keep winning. We might as well just keep going with it. Quinn Action is fully healed in the AHL. That's whatever. As we only lose 2-0. Okay, Tristan Jarry. Home versus Buffalo. They're 28-25-7. We lose 4-1. Home versus Edmonton. We're just going to leave in Tristan Jarry till after Colorado. Cal Klang fully healed. And we lose 4-1. Okay, now we're back to our losing ways. Tuukka Filppula hurt. Whatever. We're pure sellers. Enter the trade deadline. Who else is available? Watch. Now, like, exactly what I would have needed if we were good is going to be here. Like, honestly, you know what? Even though we have been selling, we could kind of flip it right around and try and use the picks to go get a couple of these guys. Like Grant Clark, sign him as a franchise defenseman, and then Dorian Doughty you have to build around. Let's see, for Dorian Doughty, 1, 2, what kind of numbers has he put up in the past? Oh, he has not been productive. Oh, that's scary. I might go check out LA though for Brant Clark. That's a team. Let's take a look at how our trade values are, because maybe some have skyrocketed and we're looking really good. Pittsburgh is getting up there. Let's see Pittsburgh and Buffalo, because they're the next highest. Pittsburgh is 29, 27, and 5. And then Buffalo is 29, 26, and 7. Both of those teams, there's a chance they miss out. If we go over to LA though, yeah, they're selling. If we went defenseman, like Brant Clark, him being available, man, just makes me be like, yo, we should go get him. What would you guys want? Well, you'd want Meyer. Honestly, I'd be willing to throw in Meyer. You guys want picks. I'd be willing to throw in a second 6th and a 7th. And then I'd also be willing to throw in a 2nd next year. Take out the 7th and 6th. We're going to have to throw in like an actual player. Honestly, this Honzak guy, I think it's time for Honzak to go. Yeah, let's trade Honzak. Oh, they can only do literally one skater. Okay, so since they can only do one skater, do we just go to Ekberg then and actually just move Ekberg in this deal? Just kind of be like, hey, the experiment with you just did not work out for us. I mean, you're on pace for like 60 points on a god-awful team. You're clearly shooting at least kind of decently. I feel like you could put up numbers if this team was good, which makes it even worse. Do we go Zach Benson then? It's like just what he showed us was so promising. But Zach Benson has showed his hand in saying that he does not want to sign here before. But I feel like we need him. That it's not interesting whatsoever. All you wanted was a first. I'm giving you a first, 2 seconds, and a third. Okay, Zach is more just like the perfect third liner. He's 25. Yeah, I'm willing to move Honzak, former first round pick of ours, for Brandt Clark. That doesn't go through. Okay, I'm gonna throw in a third. If they don't accept it, I can't do it. I legitimately cannot do it if they do not accept this next deal. 2 seconds, a first, a third, Honzak for Brandt Clark. Will it go through? Oh, it's close. Now they're saying it's close. Well, oh well. I'm not giving up 2 firsts. Actually, you know what? I'd be willing to turn that second, into the Edmonton first. But that's it. That's the most I'm willing to do. Will it go through? No. Okay. I mean, hey, maybe he'll be there in F, but I think I'd rather just kind of take my picks. Oh, but man, he's so juicy. He's so good. Yeah, but we don't have it. Oh well. We already did our selling. We got a shit ton of firsts. Maybe he'll be available at the draft, and we can get him for even less because LA will be like, well, we're not signing him. So let's exit the trade deadline. If Pittsburgh actually ends up successfully selling Rasmus Andersson, I'm going to be grateful because that means they're getting even worse, which I don't know why they'd be selling. I mean, they wanted Rasmus Andersson. That's why I was willing to do the trade to get there first. So they should be buying whatever they can right now. See, the trade's 2 seconds for Alex Texier in a second to St. Louis. Andre, whoever that is, a defenseman for 2 seconds, must be pretty good. Connor Clifton, we're going to decline that deal. At Colorado now, Tristan Jarry is fully healed. That's good. We lose 5-3. Like, I feel like we need to give Ekberg, Benson, and like this group of Caswell, Benson, Primeau, and Ekberg one more year just because of just how bad of a start we got off to. And the fact that the season was lost damn near right away. And a big part of it was Kyler Myers starting the year with like an .880 save percentage. Like for the first 20 games that he played. That doesn't even count the other goalie that sucked just as bad. You know, Tristan Jarry at least has salvaged it and turned into a pretty decent backup for us. But we might as well just keep going to the end. Home versus Winnipeg. Dimitrev's fully healed. Okay, continue. I don't care. Home versus Winnipeg, we win 3-1 right there. And we got back-to-back road games against LA, but let's see if there were any other big trades at the trade deadline before I forget. Sam Steele to Philly. Alexander Barabanov to Minnesota. Gabe Velarde went to Vegas. Some pick swaps. Danton Heinen and Nolan Gregor to Ottawa. Logan Thompson and Jacob Bernard Docker to Toronto. See, and then those were Tyler Bertuzzi to Seattle, Hendrix Lapierre to Boston, and then all of our trades that we just traded a shit ton of players. Okay, let's keep simming. Who will miss the playoffs that our pick is theirs, or their pick is ours? If Philip Ekberg, I mean, if he can somehow get to 30 goals by the end of the year, like I'll still call it a successful season. That he was a worthy investment. At LA, there's a shootout loss, and he's already at 20. So he only needs 10 goals in like 15-ish games. Like, it sounds kind of hard, but he is an 87 sniper. He should be able to do it because we lose 5-4 to LA. Oh, God. Worst team in the NHL by far. Kenzie Weegar's out till March 27th. At San Jose, we lose 6-5. Home versus San Jose now. Philip Ekberg's almost up to 50 points on the year. Congrats, Philip Ekberg. Best lines. We lose 5-4. Philip Ekberg gets up to 21 goals though. Home versus St. Louis. Probably another loss. Let's see. Yep, we lose 3-2. There we go, boys. Tank's on. The tank is on. Clark Caswell, how's he doing? 10 goals, 36 assists. I mean, yeah, Clark Caswell is not taking that next step. Clark Caswell is he was supposed to be an upgrade from Jonathan Huberdeau, and he has played just like Jonathan Huberdeau, just with better ratings. Like, what the fuck? At Vegas, Mackenzie Weegar's fully healed, don't care. You lose 7-0. At San Jose, we're going to lose probably like 5-2. And Tristan Jerry gets hurt. Let's go best roster. I don't care. Sawyer McLeod's back. Good. Best lines. And we lose 3-2. I was right how many goals we'd score. At Vancouver now, we lose 3-2 again. There we go. I mean, like, the thing is, this first line should still be putting up points. Oh, fuck. Ekberg's on the second line. That's probably got something to do with it. But first line should still be putting up points, no problem. Like, genuinely. Who's scratched? Dean Friesen, who has sucked. And then Bernard Lapierre, who we don't really care about. Okay, I don't care. Let's go back to Klang. Myers had a 900 save percentage in 45 games. He has 8 wins. I mean, talk about maybe we should have moved him in the deal, or Brant Clark. At Anaheim, there's a 3-1 win. Wow, we actually won a game. Hey, 52 points now in the year. We're probably in dead last. Versus Carolina, as Lee Primu's out till May. So even if we had a playoff push, I mean, shit, Lee Primu's gone. We wouldn't have been doing much anyway. Home versus Philly, we lose 4-3. Let's see the other teams. Let's see. And the Penguins have fallen off. The Sabres have fallen off. Who else? Boston's still in it. What about Edmonton? Are they still good? Yeah, Edmonton's in. See, I think we got the Wild first. They're in. We have the Stars first. We'll see what picks we end up having. I mean, we'll see the lottery. Versus Vegas. Justin Marquand. Gustav Lindstrom's hurt. Don't care. Win 3-1. Zach Benson is now our leading point getter. Okay, Zach Benson, I see you. At Chicago, there's a 3-2 win for us. Man, I hope people don't regress too much, but like obviously regression is gonna be. And Cal Klang has turned into now Kyler Myers has been our just worst goalie consistently by far. Since day one, he has been terrible this year. At Winnipeg, we win 7-4. At Minnesota, they're a 49 win team. They might be getting 50. Let's stop them. We lose 5-1. We did not stop them. Are we the worst? Yeah, we're by far the worst team in the league. Okay, boys, let's fight for pride and win this game at least. I think we even have the Islanders first, and they might miss the playoffs. Oh, we got a good shot at a couple top 10 picks, including our top 5 pick. Like, we might actually be hitting on some picks coming up. Goalies. Klang for the final game. Kyler Myers is going to finish with an 8.99. What a regression. Like, serious regression. 8.99. Okay, last game of the year for us. Home versus LA. Giving our fans a goodbye send-off as we lose 6-1. We probably got booed out of the fucking building. Okay, playoffs have started. So let's take a look at the draft board. What are our projected picks right now? As this is going to be crazy. Projected picks. Boston's are going around 14th, 5th, middle of the pack. Buffalo's is top 10. Ours is top 5. Dallas is around top 10. Edmonton's a playoff team. New Jersey, they're around the top 10 mark. Pittsburgh, they're around the top 5 mark. Wow. So we really, when we did those trades trying to help teams load up, we really kind of won out in all those trades, especially if we end up winning the lottery. So let's take a look at our stats just for the hell of it. I mean, why not? The Calgary Flames, we averaged 2.43 goals a game, and we allowed 3.38 goals a game. Our power play was 11%. Our PK was 82. Our PK was actually not that bad. Like, relatively, like, considering our record, it's better than I thought. Forwards, Zach Benson, Clark Caswell, Ekberg, only people above 50 points on this team. Lee Primu struggled. Pelletier is a plus. Was he a plus player on our team? Okay. Oh, no, he was not. I thought he was. Barazogan. Okay. Hanzik struggled. Yeah. Okay. Defense. Weegar. Okay. Weegar has another year after this one, though, right? Yeah, we're going to do everything in our power to trade Weegar in the offseason. Let's sim. And honestly, we might as well... Yeah, we're actually going to end it here. We'll do the lottery. Actually, no. We'll do the lottery right now. We'll do the lottery, see what picks we have. All right, boys, and one of the buyers we sent to actually won it all. The Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid get their first ring. Finally, a Western Conference team wins it. And congrats to Edmonton. Which player did we send to Edmonton? I completely forget. I just know we sent someone there. It had to have been someone not that good, as their first was not worth a lot. Oh, it was Jack Roslovic. That's right. So Jack Roslovic in Edmonton compared to us, he was a -10 with 23 points. He goes to Edmonton. He's damn near point per game, plus 30. Playoffs, he was over point per game, plus 19. They got their values worth out of Jack Roslovic. Holy shit. Awards, why couldn't we get that? Presidents, and they won the President's Trophy. Wow, Prince of Wales went to Boston, so one of the teams we traded to was going to win it. David with the Ross, the Memorial. James Norris goes to Cale Makar. Lady Bing, Braden Point. The Calder goes to Zamnoff, whoever that is. Conn Smythe goes to McDavid. Vezina Dostal. Wow, so that's crazy. They had the Rookie of the Year and the best player in the world. William Jennings Costa. Ryan Graves gets the Bill Masterson. Okay. Nashville's coach gets Coach of the Year. Selke goes to Bolduc. Lindsay goes to McDavid. And Brady Tkachuk wins the Maurice Richard. Let's take a look at Edmonton's playoff tree. And yeah, Edmonton. Oh, Vancouver gave them a run for their money. That didn't matter. Boston ended up beating Montreal in 7 in the conference finals. That must have been a wild conference finals. It was a rematch of like 1990, I think. So next is the draft lottery. 16, it's Tampa Bay. 15 is Calgary from Buffalo. 14, San Jose. 13, the New York Islanders. 12, Columbus. 11, LA. And we moved down from 9 to 10. So whoever's at 10 moved up. Calgary gets 10. 8 goes to Ottawa. Chicago from St. Louis gets Ottawa gets 9. Chicago gets 8. Vegas gets 7. Winnipeg gets 6. Arizona gets 5. Seattle gets 4. We moved down from 1 to 3. Oh my God. We lost we're still missing a pick, I think. Whoever 10 is, that might have been us. 3 to 2 is the Rangers. And 10 to 1 is Calgary from the Devils. So we win the lottery, even though we lost the lottery. We have hope, boys. We actually have hope. 3 top 10 picks, 2 top 3 picks. Let's view the draft class real quick. And boys, look out. Next episode. Oh boy. Do we got some decisions and moves to make. I will see you then.